welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. Today I thought I'd share with you a sort of healthy habits video, and I'm going to be doing 5 life-changing healthy habits. When I say life-changing, these are things that I have implemented into my life and I have found them to make such a difference. So I just wanted to share them with you, as you may find it useful to incorporate some of these into your life. And these are just little things that I've started doing recently which just in general really help you feel good and great and just really motivated as well. So let's get straight into the first habit. Number 1 is waking up early and establishing a good morning routine. I've definitely always been a fairly early riser, but recently I generally now on a day-to-day basis get up at some point between 5:30 and 6. And honestly, once you start getting up at an early time in the morning, you appreciate it so much and you soon start to see the benefits of it. If you're not naturally an early riser or a typical morning person, then at first when you try to wake up a bit earlier, you might not love it at first, but when you incorporate it into your daily routine and get it as a habit, then you just have so much more time in the morning. You can actually just take time for yourself. Not many other people are awake either, so it's a good chance just to actually just focus on yourself and just establish a really nice relaxing morning routine. And honestly, having a good morning routine sets you up for the rest of the day. I have done a video on tips on getting up early, so I will link that down below if you would like to get into waking up early, and I have also filmed my morning routine as well, so I will link my most recent one that I've done down below too. But really it just gives you that time to just take your time, spend some time actually fully waking up and not having to rush to get ready before having a full day of work, uni, school, whatever it may be ahead of you. And even if then you're having to go to work and just spend hours working hard, at least you've had that time for yourself in the morning. My second one is to have some sort of side hustle or work on something in your spare time that you're really passionate about. Of course, for me that would be YouTube, and also recently as well I've started to really get into being more frequent on Instagram, linked down below if you do want to give me a follow over there. But I've just really been enjoying getting creative on my Instagram and also just really making content that I'm loving on my YouTube at the moment. As you may have noticed, my channel recently has been a lot more focused on sort of health and wellness in general. I'm also hoping to start up a few more fitness videos as well, which I probably will do over the summer, so be sure to subscribe if that sounds like your kind of thing. But honestly, having something that you can look forward to and work on in your spare time really gets your motivational drive going. When I know that I've got a video that I'm excited about or really wanting to edit, or when I'm getting really creative and coming up with different Insta posts to do and what kind of captions and things I want to talk about over there, it just really gets your creative energy going. It puts you in such a positive mindset and just really creates a great mental space to be in. Now this could literally be anything from doing some kind of pastime that you used to as a child. Maybe there's something which you just haven't picked up recently, or you feel like you've got too busy with work. And honestly, that's how I started to get a bit with YouTube at one point. When I was at uni and there was assignments and things coming up, it did seem kind of overwhelming. But now kind of where I've got to it, even though I'm in the middle of my exam period currently, I've realised that actually if there's something that you love and something that you really want to do, then make the time for it. Because if you just constantly push it off, it just makes you feel not so great and you're always annoyed that you don't have the time for it or that you just never get around to doing it. But just find some time at some point, at least once a week, to invest in something that you really love or some kind of side hustle, and it can just really change up your energy. My third healthy habit is to spend less time on social media and just aimlessly scrolling through your phone. Yes, like I said, I have been trying to become more active on Instagram, but when I'm mentioning spending less time on my phone, I mean particularly in the evening and before bed. I've put screen time limits on my phone. It always goes off at 9. I sometimes even just put it on charge before then if I feel like I'm just sat there and I have no particular goal for going on my phone, or if I feel like I've seen everything I want to see, then I will just put my phone on charge earlier than that. But by having that screen time limit, it does ensure that I always get off my phone before 9 o'clock at night, and I just sleep so much better for it. You don't have constant thoughts of things that you've just seen going around in your head. I feel like my mind is a lot more sort of rested and calm and quiet when I've not just come straight off social media and gone to trying to get to sleep as well. And then even throughout the day as well, you can just implement times where you don't look at your phone. I'll often go for a walk out, get some fresh air, and I use that time as a sort of digital detox. It'll be for about an hour, and just having that time in the middle of the day as well can be amazing, especially as now a lot of jobs are based around computers or some kind of screen, and it's just so great to actually get away from technology, get away from any kind of screen, and actually spend time outside and looking up and appreciating what's around you. Relating to social media, something I have done recently is actually go through my social media accounts. Well, I'm still in the process of doing this. I've done it with my Instagram though, and I have gone through it and clear out any accounts which you're either following, and every time you see their photos it either kind of evokes some kind of a negative emotion in you, or you look at it and think, I don't particularly like their posts, even if it's someone who you like in person. Maybe you just don't really want to see their photos, or you're not that interested in their feed and the content they're sharing. It's nothing against them, it's just not really what you're interested in seeing on your Insta feed. Or if it's just someone who you've seen and you don't even really remember why you're following them in the first place, then honestly clearing through and unfollowing those which no longer serve you, no longer have a purpose for being followed, to you anyway. Obviously other people will appreciate their content, but if they have no relevance than you, then just get rid of it. There's no point seeing either things that make you feel negative or put you in a bad mood, or just don't really kind of offer you anything as well. So it's been so satisfying just actually having a good clear up of my accounts. I'm still in the process of doing it on other socials, but Instagram is the one that I've really filtered through recently, and honestly there's no better feeling than at the end of it when you get through it all and then your feed is actually filled with stuff that you want to see and content that you're enjoying looking at, rather than just it being there for the sake of it being there. And my final life-changing healthy habit is to try and take more time for yourself. It can seem selfish. A lot of people feel guilty taking time for themselves. We're built into this society where everyone's always constantly go, 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 and trying to work for other people as well and do things with other people around you. But honestly, just taking time out for yourself is so important and not at all selfish. At the end of the day, everything you do in your life is controlled and done by you, and if you don't take time for yourself, you will burn out and you won't be able to achieve things that you want to achieve, and you won't get things done as efficiently. So you can take time for yourself in any kind of way, whether that's having a full-on pamper night, whether it's just having a meal by yourself at home in front of the TV, watching Netflix or whatever you kind of want to watch that night, or just taking time to take yourself somewhere that you've always wanted to go to, or have a day shopping, even just by yourself, and just really focusing on you and doing something that makes you feel great. I've sort of tried to incorporate my own time into my evening routine, even if I have a day where I'm just constantly busy with work and I'm inside for much of the day and I don't actually get out much or have that much interaction with other people that day, for example. I still like to think of my night routine as time for myself, because yes, during the day I'm not physically maybe with other people at that point, but it's still mentally draining in terms of when you're working hard and trying to get things done on your to-do list. So I see time for yourself is not that you're just spending time alone, but actually focusing on yourself and having time to properly relax. So definitely in my evening routines, this is where it comes in. I like to have a nice early dinner and then just have time to just leisurely get ready for bed, get a nice warming drink, have some kind of nice sweet treat to end my evening with, watch some YouTube, watch some kind of TV series, and just actually have time for myself, and then also get into my meditation and reading a book as well, and just doing things for me that are away from the everyday kind of life. And it just makes you feel so good. It makes you feel like you're going to get a better night's sleep as well if you take this time in the evening, and you just feel so much more motivated for the next day, and you'll have so much more energy, because honestly just taking some time aside, even though you may feel like you're wasting time, you're really not. You're actually just going to feel so much more re-energized, and you'll actually get a lot more done in a shorter space of time as well, because you'll have the energy to put into it and feel motivated to do it too. So those were my 5 life-changing healthy habits that I've incorporated into my life recently. I really do hope that you have enjoyed this video and found it useful. Be sure to smash a big thumbs up on it if you have. Also let me know down below in the comments if you have any sort of life-changing, life hack kind of healthy habits that you've incorporated incorporated recently and found really useful into the comments below. Always looking for new things and little ways you can improve your everyday kind of life as well. So let me know, or if you do any of these already, or if you're going to try to implement any of these into your day-to-day life now as well, let me know in the comments. Also be sure to click on that little red subscribe button down below if you're new to my channel, as well as tapping on that notifications bell so you can be notified whenever I upload, and I will be sure to see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye!